Hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. As you make your way down the Sacred Valley of Peru, en route to Machu Picchu, you'll pass a town called Ollantaytambo. This town was once the headquarters of an Inca emperor. That emperor's name was Manco Inca. Emperor Manco had launched a rebellion against the Spanish, and fierce fighting had occurred in the Inca capital of Cuzco. At some point, Cuzco was lost, and Emperor Manco fled and took refuge in the Inca town of Ollantaytambo, using the sanctuary to continue command of the rebellion. It wouldn't take long before the Spaniards went hunting for the rebel Inca emperor, and in January 1537, 100 Spaniards, along with almost 30,000 Indian auxiliaries, left Cuzco and made their way to Ollantaytambo to finish off the emperor and his rebellion. Well, things didn't work out in favor of the Spanish this time, and they actually got beat by Manco Inca's forces. The Spaniards had no choice but to retreat and head back to Cuzco. Today, the town of Ollantaytambo is remarkably intact. The Inca terraces ascending up the vertical cliffs and the structures built high above those terraces are still in place, as well as fountains that still bubble down below. A beautiful area to explore before continuing on to Machu Picchu. It's said that had the Spanish been victorious at Ollantaytambo, then perhaps there would be no Machu Picchu to see today, for the Spanish would no doubt have continued up the Sacred Valley and would have found Machu Picchu, and more than likely would have destroyed it after first looting it. So the world may not know the name Manco Inca, and surely not the names of all the warriors who fought off the Spanish, but the Incas' victory that day probably allowed the world to know some of their great accomplishments, like Ollantaytambo and Machu Picchu. Please join me as I head into the Sacred Valley to see what's out there. Alright, just landed in the town of Ollantaytambo, and I'm going to walk up to the Inca ruins now. So this is a pretty cool little spot. They got lots of hostels here, so it's a good place to chill. Alright, so it's about a 5-minute walk through the little town here to get to the ruins. They're just right over here from where I was dropped off. Man, this is a cool town. The next town we're staying in is going to be Aguas Calientes, which is further down the canyon here, further down the valley, I should say. But you can get a brief look at the ruins right up here, and it's pretty cool. There's the ruins. Welcome to the Inca city of Ollantaytambo. Yeah, some pretty good views. Pretty good views indeed. Not as many tourists as I thought. So notice these steps put into the wall to get up on the terraces here. You can see them all down here. So by now you've seen some of the videos of the stonework, but you can see how the fortification is up here. And it looks like there's some slots for offerings up at the top there. Now I don't think there was a battle right here in the town with the Spanish and Manco Inca's rebellion
I think it was somewhere else. At least that's what I'm led to believe from what I've researched. But there was a pretty big fight here where Manco Inca put a good hurt on the Spanish. And in case you're wondering, the Spanish did not ever make it to Machu Picchu. So they never got that far. And here's a view at some of that fantastic Inca stonework, especially the rounding of the corners here. It's fantastic. Blocked off right here to the point, but there's a sign that says this is the pre-Inca site. So I mean, obviously this was, people were here before the Inca, and I think we got some ruins there on the side. The camera's probably not picking them up so well. Closer, you can see some of the walls, the stacked rocks here. Pre-Inca site. Fascinating. Man. Huge blocks right here. Imagine getting these slabs up here. That is impressive. And we got another Temple of the Sun up here. Gotta have a look at this. We're not gonna have it to ourselves. This looks like a large seat of some type of throne, perhaps. Maybe where the royal family sat. I don't have a guide, so I'm not sure. Still here to channel the water. Flows down from there. Sweet. Royal residence at the top here. Maybe. Pretty impressive indeed. I wanted to have a look at the Sacred Valley here as well. Not a bad place to live. Plenty of water, land to grow your crops. Yeah, not bad at all. I'd live here. these might have been residences. And then looking down, the terraces here were probably where crops were grown, presumably. Yeah, very nice. Very cool. Making my way down. Definitely worth a visit if you're in Cuzco, for sure. What an awesome area. I'd like to just spend the day here. Might have to come back and stay in this town. It's pretty cool. Got the river right there, these ruins. Pretty cool little town. Yeah, this is an awesome area. All right, heading down to the town, to my man Julio, my ride, and next stop, Machu Picchu. So as always, folks, thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It is free, helps the channel tremendously. We'll see you next time. D-Rock out. Adios.